ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Two Superstars. And well, we're a couple days removed from a very chaotic edition of Monday Night Raw. And well, here tonight, we not only shall spoil you fans with action, but we shall also get some brief recaps. Well, not really brief, but we shall get some recaps either way of, well, what really happened in the chaotic episode of Raw 2 nights ago. And we shall also get a recap to what happened Friday on SmackDown as well, along with 2 matches set for you here tonight. Tonight, Superstars, is going to be a good one, as in the main event, Cody Rhodes takes on Finlay. And well, speaking of the main event, Finlay is in the ring here having his interview with Todd Grisham later on tonight. The main event, Superstars, we shall see Finlay taking on Cody Rhodes. And well, here we go. Todd Grisham? Well, giving him in question. What is Finlay's thoughts on his matchup tonight? And now Finlay here, well, say over on ECW, he wasn't at his best, which is kind of true. Finlay wasn't doing the greatest when he was over on ECW. But now that he's here on SmackDown, looking to get back on track here. And, well, he looks to teach Cody Rhodes some respect. Looks to beat it into him, quote-unquote. Although, well, Cody definitely could be a future world champion, as Finlay did briefly say just there. So tonight, Finlay looks to, well, beat some respect into Cody Rhodes. Shall see how that goes. The rookie takes on the veteran here tonight. In the main event, Superstars, Finlay will be accompanied by, of course, with his son, Hornswoggle. So that should be a good one. As now, here we go. To kick us off here, Raw action, and more particularly, Divas action. Great way to kick things off here tonight on Superstars. As well, after this, we shall take a recap to what happened 2 nights ago at Raw. A very chaotic edition of Raw indeed. And well, after that, we shall also get a recap to what happened this past Friday on SmackDown. Very chaotic in of itself. However, I think Raw takes the cake in being chaotic. Universe mode is chaotic all over the place. Even last week on Superstars, it was somewhat chaotic, of course, with the betrayal of The Miz betraying Chris Jericho. We shall get a recap of Jericho's response from that when we see the Raw recap later on after this matchup. And with Divas action here, Gail Kim takes on the Divas champion, Natalya. And yes, I have mentioned this plenty of times on multiple episodes of Universe Mode, but I said it once, said it more than once, and I'll say it again. I'll continue saying it. Of course, 2 weeks after the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, no, the episode of Raw after the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I should say, Gail Kim lost a non-title contest to Natalya, which led Natalya to get future title opportunity. The week after that on Raw, Gail Kim lost the Divas Championship to Melina in Melina's rematch clause from Extreme Rules. When Melina, of course, lost the Extreme Rules, she won back 2 weeks later in her rematch clause. And then what happened? Of course, 2 weeks after that, at the Bash, Natalya defeated both women in a triple threat. And she made Gail Kim tap out, I believe, to become the Divas Champion. So interesting history. And now, well, speaking of Melina, there she is, the 2-time Divas Champion, has the ticket. She's at ringside here tonight to get a closer look at this matchup. Of course, at Night of Champions, it will be Melina taking on Natalya. At this point, it could probably be another triple threat. If Gail Kim is to defeat Natalya, then maybe it could be another triple threat like we saw at the Bash. I have no idea. But bottom line, we all know that these 3 women easily tear the house down every time they face off against each other. They're the 3 mainstays for the Divas division here on Raw, while the Bellas and Eve Torres, those 3, they're not really doing too much, but I definitely would like to think, they could get back on track. Well, think about it, definitely was a mainstay for a while, I would like to say. She did get a Divas title opportunity back at Backlash months ago against Melina. She ultimately lost. Melina retained. And then the month after, Melina retained, well, she lost to Gail Kim. And we continue on in this matchup here. Divas champion Natalya has the devastating sharpshooter. So shall see how it fares out. Natalya is 1-0 against Gail Kim. So Kim looking to tie up the record. Well, hopefully. And now Natalya here, double whack, Sando, sideways, right to the chest. Taking down Kim with that one. And Kim stunned after that one, and there we go, Natalya once again. Natalya needs to stay on her here. And now, off the headlock here, the Divas Champion, reigning and defending Divas Champion, gets the suplex to connect. Nicely done on the part of Natalya. And now, kick right to a back shortly after. And now going to rebound her, now going to send off the rope, Samoan drop right there. Natalya just having her way with Gail Kim here. And well, we've seen plenty of this. Seen this plenty of times, to be fair, in the past, where Natalya just wears down those legs. And day after that, she does the sharpshooter shortly after. usually is followed by a sharpshooter. And would that be the case here tonight? Natalya has her perfect position here. And yep, Natalya probably easily. Well, it's a clean sweep here tonight. Will it be? Natalya has the sharpshooter locked in numerous mode. It's been one of the most devastating maneuvers, along with Drew McIntyre's Future Shock DDT. It's gotten the job done on multiple occasions, and it will once again here tonight. Gail Kim taps out to the Divas champion Natalya 2-0. Gail Kim 0-2 against each other right there. Big win right there for the Divas champion Natalya. Melina got a closer look. She definitely has to be impressed by Natalya's performance. Perhaps the most dominant Divas performance we've seen in numerous modes so far. Definitely gotta think it is. So there we go. Natalya, major victory. Nicely done by her. And well, off from that, we now need to go to a Raw rebound, as we're going to take a look at all the insane, chaotic action that happened 2 nights ago on Monday Night Raw.
The Raw Rebound is brought to you by WWE Shop, the official WWE merchandise superstore.
And well, here we go. So now Jericho in the ring, giving in his thoughts, of course, in the latest installment of WWE Superstars. Chris Jericho, after his match with Primo, after his victory against Primo, Miz did attack him. Don't really know why, but Jericho giving in his thoughts. And well, there's Jericho. You know, trying to give this crowd some laughs, but we all know Jericho deep down inside, he has to be mad after the attack from Miz at Superstars. And now saying, of course, the creation of Miz. It was exciting for a while. They did hold the tag team titles for a while, of course, until, well, last week where Hart Dynasty won. Along the way, there will be a bumpy road, as the two egos of Miz and Jericho end up being too big. Well, that's very accurate. Both Miz and Jericho, very egotistical. And now Jericho here. Well, listen of his accomplishments. I see a Stone Cold and The Rock one right there. And well, Jericho saying, you never attack the sexy beast, Chris Y2J Jericho. Some well placed words here by Y2J here tonight. You can tell he's fired up after that attack. And oh, there you go. At Night of Champions, Jericho and Miz, can it happen? And well, there you go. The final statement to end off here tonight for Jericho, I guess. At Night of Champions, will it happen? Of course, a couple weeks back, I believe the first episode of Raw after Extreme Rules, we did have, well, Glamour Kosov and Santino lose to the Hart Dynasty in the number one contenders tag title match before the Hart Dynasty became the tag team champions, of course. And well, after a match, Santino, well, he just lost it in quick fashion. And well, a couple minutes after the match, he decided to go down to the ring to cut a promo, basically apologizing to Kosov. He wanted everyone of the fans and Kosov to know that he was sorry, I guess. Well, at least that was supposed to happen. Well, I was told at least. Until, of course, Kosov attacked him from behind, along with William Regal. So, Regal and Kosov, they have reinstated the Ruthless Roundtable. And, of course, Ezekiel Jackson here on Raw as well, no longer in ECW, and very close to a count. But Jackson, I don't think he's going to go back to joining Regal and Kosov anytime soon. Because, of course, Jackson's doing his own thing, helping out Crime Time and John Cena. And, well, Jackson's probably in the nicest title picture if you ask me now. After what happened after the events of last week, of course. So yeah, whole lot of interesting stuff happened here. Cena in the WWE title picture. Crime Time perhaps going to try to get into the unified tag title picture against the Hart Dynasty. We shall see on how that develops in the next couple weeks. Maybe even something could happen later on tonight. We have no idea. And of course, Secret Jackson attacking Sheamus last week, sending a statement to the United States Champion. So yeah, Sheamus wasn't all that liked before, but maybe, just maybe, the fans will start getting behind him now, because at this point, there's a bigger threat, and that's the whole new John Cena stable. Cena's lackeys, as I like to call them. They really have no name at this point. There we go, camel clutch here. Natalya struggling in this one. Melina, could she make her tap out here? The Divas champion Natalya is actually going to tap out. Melina just able to wear her down enough in this matchup, and well, she wins this one. Big victory for the former two-time Divas champion. If this was Melina's rematch clause matchup, then she would be now a three-time Divas champion. So for some reason this was not her rematch clause, but yeah. Well, if she didn't prove that she deserved it with that with her just already having a revenge clause, she definitely has proved that she deserves her revenge clause match here tonight by pinning Natalya. Of course, you pin the champion on a non-title contest, you get a title shot. But Melina had her revenge clause anyway. But, well, I guess it's just more fuel to the fire before Melina could challenge for that title in the future. Big victory for her here tonight on Raw. After all the damage Primo did, it's not really affecting Jackson all that much. Well, it was impressive. Jackson just taunting away. He's not hurt. Well, Primo just got sent to the outside, and he's already holding on to his abdomen. But now Primo here, once again, going to try to make believers out of all of us here. Imagine if Primo could do it. Imagine if he could do it. Well, a major upset could probably be the biggest upset here in Eurosmode history so far. Anyway, now here, Primo now taking control of the hands here, joint manipulation, and it works to be able to deliver the arm drag shortly after. This could actually fully be it. Primo just needs to stay on him, as I said multiple times, but that clothesline could be the beginning of the end. And now I probably said that multiple times as well, but I probably mean it this time, because now Jackson off of that one, working on the arm. Okay, then Primo just gets splat onto the mat, and he's dazed. Oh, misses the strike. Primo now gonna send Jackson off the ropes, and Primo has him perfectly. Oh my God, gets caught. Same thing we saw between Melina and Natalya earlier. Primo just got caught into a powerbomb, and that's it. Wow. Jackson didn't do all that well in that matchup, if you ask me. Primo was so close to an upset. He really was. But Jackson, that powerbomb, that devastating powerbomb, we saw that earlier in the Melina and Natalya matchup minutes ago. But for this one, it's going to end it. That devastating powerbomb, that was nasty. A nasty landing for Primo. The back of his head, the back of his head. Nasty. Splat on the mat. Primo is hurting, and Jackson telling the boy he didn't need Cena, he didn't need Chad, he didn't need JHG by his corner. Just pure domination to, of course, quote his theme song. He's happy after that one, although if you ask me, Primo was so close to getting that 1, 2, 3. And then with Jackson now about to exit the ring, rightfully so. Now what the hell, Sheamus? Out of nowhere, the United States champion knocking him down. Sheamus, I guess, came from the crowd. He definitely didn't come from the ramp. And now Sheamus, the United States champion, getting retribution on Jackson. So maybe Cena and Crime Time should have been here. Maybe they should have been at ringside, because this probably wouldn't have happened. And now the United States champion Sheamus here, setting him up. Can this be it? The Brogue kick. It connects. Brogue connects. And Sheamus, his job is done. Jackson, he's just, lights out for him, I guess. Of course, last week, the attack by Jackson and JGG onto Sheamus after Sheamus' match. And here tonight, Sheamus retaliates by attacking Ezekiel Jackson. Jackson still knocked out in the middle of the ring, and Sheamus, the United States champion, tying away the U.S. champion, Major, laughed here tonight. And no surprise, Sheamus Jackson announced for a night of champions, along with Melina and Natalya for the Divas Championship. And this one was also seen coming a mile away. Randy Orton and John Cena. 3 matches just like that announced for the Night of Champions pay-per-view. Man, it's looking like a good pay-per-view so far. The Bash was a good one. Maybe this one could top it. Anyway, we need to now go backstage as The Miz. He's going to be interviewed. We're definitely going to have to get an answer. And now here we go. We've been waiting a couple minutes for this. Todd Grisham with The Miz backstage. Todd, he's going to do his job. The job he's great at. And now here we go. And Miz surprisingly enough agreeing with Jericho. Their egos were too big. Their tag team lasted a while. Not too long. And there we go. The Miz taunting away. He's The Miz and he's awesome. And he's going to face off against Chris Jericho, Night of Champions. Short but sweet right there by Miz. It's like he has some place to be or whatever. Whatever. Bottom line, Miz accepts the challenge. And we got another matchup set for Night of Champions. And there you go. As we heard from The Miz, in a matter of seconds, another match has been at The Miz and Chris Jericho, former tag team partners, former unified tag team champions, will be set to go in action one-on-one at Night of Champions. So Jericho's wishes have indeed been answered, as see now, Miz, he is actually scheduled for a matchup up here. Back suplex, that could actually be the beginning of some major momentum for Truth heading into Well, not really sure if he's going to be booked or not, but yeah, he's probably not going to be booked. Not really any title matches going on for Truth and Morrison, but yeah, I don't know, it could be. So far, we don't really know who's going to challenge the Hart Dynasty for Unified Tag Team Championships. So we got, well, we pretty much got next week's episode of Raw and the episode 2 weeks from now to see what happens. Anyway, now Miz here taking down Truth, yanking his chest and his neck across the second rope. Very smart on the part of the Miz right there. Well, Miz has some incredible moves in his arsenal that he could, of course, use to his advantage, but Truth has some nice maneuvers of his own. Taking him down, we saw Melina do that plenty of times in the past, and, of course, earlier on tonight here in the matchup against Natalya. And when now Miz here can send Truth into the corner. The former United States champion is in trouble. The former 7-day title run of Truth, but yeah, hey, he still held the title. He was good enough to defeat Sheamus once, not good enough to defeat him twice though. But hey, whatever. Not to mention John Morrison, ironically enough, has also lost to Sheamus on 2 occasions. First one being in the United States Championship. I'm charging. What the hell, Truth? The Hurricanrana got the legs. I didn't really say anything about it. I wasn't expecting Truth to get it. I was expecting the Miz to kick out. But no, our Truth out of nowhere catches Miz off guard, I guess, and Truth celebrated, and rightfully so. Our Truth with a victory, and Miz, he can't believe it. The Miz, he's stunned. Everyone in this arena here tonight and at Raw is stunned. Our Truth, the former United States champion, just when I was talking ill of him, well, he gets the victory. Of course, Morrison lost a week. Well, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say stuff and connecting the dots of Truth and Morrison losing Sheamus, both of which twice for the nicest title, but whatever. Truth, big victory for him tonight, and now Miz, he's not too happy. But wait, what the hell? Jericho run to the ring. Miz, he was getting ready to say something, but now Chris Jericho in the ring. Both these two men face to face, not coming to blows. Surprisingly, can we get a camera on them, please? Something's about to happen. And well, Miz, he was getting ready to say something, but Jericho has a mic of his own, and well, Miz, he's not too happy to see Jericho here. Miz, off an embarrassing loss. Well, not really embarrassing, but he's off a loss, and now Jericho mocking him, and Miz, oh, there we go. Jericho not gonna let Miz be able to complete where he was gonna say, and Jericho saying that's retribution for this past Thursday on Superstars. Y2J will prevail at Night Champions. Well, we shall see. Things have definitely gotten a little more interesting between these two. Here we go now, Todd Grisham. Welcome to Crime Time, the newly reunited Crime Time. Well, Jeremy's have broke up. Crime Time, they've reunited, but not in the way many people will expect. And when now JTG here, well, Shad, gonna immediately give it a shot here, and Shad, he's gonna face up against David Hart Smith, and I have to think that has to be next, because there's only 2 matches left. And, well, there you go. Yep. It'll happen, and, well, Shad, going on to further explain here, that'll be horrible if this happens. Jackson, United States Champion, Crime Time hold the tag titles, and Cena with the WWE title. That'll further prove their stranglehold on Monday Night Raw. And Todd, well, another quick interview with Todd Grisham. Todd not really getting all the lengthy interviews here tonight. Miz, his was quickly over. Prime Times is quickly over. Well, there you go. Short, sweet, and simple, and now time for one-on-one action, I guess. Secret Jackson or John Cena hold the title here, because that further proves their reign of terror over Raw gets, it gets somewhat higher, gets one step further into completion. Cena, WWE Champion, Jackson, United States Champion, Crime Time, Unified Tag Team Champions. That would definitely be a dark day for Monday Night Raw. They'll just run Rampage over Monday Night Raw, which so far, they've been doing their best to. After last week, they did a pretty good job attacking Sheamus. And, well, Randy Orton was able to get one up on them, but maybe not tonight. Randy Orton not scheduled for a matchup here tonight, but I don't know. Not really sure if we can see him or not. Not really too sure, but maybe, just maybe, Orton could play into a role here tonight. Cena faces up against Triple H in a matter of moments after this matchup. I won't be surprised if Orton once again catches Cena with an RKO out of nowhere. And we're now Shad here. Just toying around with David Hart Smith with that shoulder block. Once again, I swear, I keep saying this every time for this matchup, but it's back and forth. It really is impressive of how much these two just want in a matter to, well, basically change the picture of Night of Champions as we know it. See right there, power slam. Devastating. Shad caught him mid-run, and all the momentum used against David Hart Smith, but once again not going down, fighting back here on a power slam of his own. That's how Randy Orton defeated John Cena at the Bash in Underwoman fashion, but that could actually be it here, and it is. A power slam puts down Cena and his lackeys once again. David Hart Smith, the victory over Shad. What a matchup that was. Incredible. Back and forth all over the place. Moments where I thought Shad was going to win, moments where I thought David Hart Smith was going to win, and now what's this? David Smith extending the hand, rightfully so, and of course Shad's not going to take it. David Smith, I don't think that was so smart on your part. Not the smartest thing you've done. Well, Shad, he really has nothing to be ashamed about, but, you know, the new attitude of, well, all of Cena's lackeys. Just helping out Cena, I guess, and, well, that's really to be expected from Shad at this point. Which perhaps getting a little desperate because this new attitude of John Cena probably comes with more strength at this point. Maybe Cena's just more unstoppable. We have a bigger Super Cena than we have ever had at this point. I see right there, Cena misses where he was going for Triple H sidesteps it, but I don't think he's going to sidestep this because now John Cena here has him another Fisherman suplex. And now JTG here run down to the ring, and this is not good, and he's in the ring. He's in the ring. And JTG, he hit Triple H. That's going to be a disqualification. These two men are mugging Triple H. Seen like last week with JTG and Ezekiel Jackson attacking Sheamus. We now have John Cena and JTG attacking Triple H here tonight. Cena, he's taunted away. He's happy. JTG's doing his job for him. This is a disqualification. So Triple H, he's going to win this matchup by disqualification. So this is a loss in the record books for Cena. It's a win in the record books for Triple H. But at this point, at what cost? Because now Triple H, well, he's gotten a win here tonight. The referee trying his best in his ability to just try to break up these two, but he's going to get hurt. He knows he's going to get hurt. And now JTG, here's Snapmare. Well, JTG didn't really have a big role here tonight on Raw until now. Helping out Cena to attack Triple H, and there we go. John Cena using JTG's attack, using his help to his advantage. Disqualification victory. This is a disgraceful way to end things off on what was a great main event. This was a pretty good main event between these two men. And now JTG, he's ruined it, and I don't think Cena really minds. After the 5-knuckle shuffle leads this. Here we go. Formerly known as the Attitude Adjustment, but now Cena's going to call it back to an old friend of his. So I guess at this point we're going to have to call it the FU for what it once was called. Well, there you go. This leaves a bad taste in my mouth. JHG and John Cena ruining the main event here tonight. Triple H wins by disqualification, but once again, at what cost? Because JTG runs down to a ring. As soon as he laid his hands, as soon as he was able to catch Triple H square in the face with that punch, that was the disqualification. Wasn't major, but then the rest of it shortly followed was definitely major. So there we go. Johnson and JTG, they're celebrating here. It's disgusting. What now? This episode of Raw's not done yet. We need to go backstage. Here we go. Oh, but wait a second. Maybe it's not so bad. Because now that I see what's actually happening here, Randy Orton, the WWE Champion, finally makes an appearance here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Maybe it's not so bad here. I did say with that, well, Cena, something along the lines of getting the upper hand here tonight. John Cena's lackeys have not really done that besides here tonight. Tag team wise, not really. United States Championship wise, not really. But here tonight, they were able to get the one up, or at least against one person, and that was Triple H. But now Randy Orton, he's not going to let Raw end on a bad note. He's going to end things off on a good note, and now going to send Shad into the TV. Where the hell is Ezekiel Jackson? I have no idea. All I know is that I'm glad he's not there, and the WWE Champion Randy Orton attacking one of Cena's buddies. Shad, after a great matchup against D.H. Smith, and well, in the locker room area, perhaps getting ready to leave, and Randy Orton, he was lurking. He was lurking, and he was ready, and now just attacking JHG here. Not JHG, Shad. And Cena and JHG, I'm not really sure. Well, they're now in the rap. I see right there, power bomb. They're not on the ramp. They're backstage. I'm not sure if they even know about this ordeal or not. And Randy Orton, the RKO. It connects. The Viper strikes here tonight on Monday Night Raw live in Dallas. And Orton now, well, he's getting the mic, grabs the WWE title. And Orton now, well, into the camera he goes. And whether or not if John Cena, JHG, or Cedric Jackson or Vaughn, whether or not if they are hearing this, Randy Orton send a statement at Night Champions, the Venom will be enough to end John Cena. Major statement made by the WWE Champion here tonight. He's ready, and come on. Once again, here we go. We have to go into a different area. Raw's still not done yet. And well, seems like we're in the parking lot. This episode of Raw is not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. As now, here we go. Kofi Kingston and Edge backstage. Edge has really been a major part of Raw ever since, well, losing his match by Extreme Rules, failing to win the WWE Championship from Randy Orton months back, and now DDT taking on Kofi. And well, of course, if we did see the latest installment of SmackDown, we did see Kofi Kingston did defeat Zack Ryder in a backstage brawl, which made Kofi the new hardcore champion. So Kofi, with the 24/7 title defense rule, he is of course in SmackDown, but when you have the hardcore title and when you're in a tag team, you could be anywhere, Raw and SmackDown, depending even if you're not even a superstar of that show. But ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, Edge wants to make the most of his opportunity, and Edge is attacking Kofi backstage. Edge wants to at least win one title, and that title is going to be the hardcore title. Kofi just gets knocked out right there. Those devastating shots with a fire extinguisher right across the head, and I believe right to the back of the head. Kofi, he's not even getting up. Edge was waiting for Kofi to get up, perhaps going to charge up like a spear or something, but, well, Edge is going to have to pick Kofi up by himself. Kofi is probably out cold here. Not sure how long this fight's been going on. Probably has been going on ever since the beginning of the John Cena and Triple H main event match. Not really too sure. What I do know is that Raw is not done yet. We thought after that attack, we thought after JHG helped John Cena to just cripple, to just try to demolish Triple H. We thought after that, we thought Raw was over. But nope, we had the Randy Orton attack, luckily enough, because it would have been a nice ending to Raw. And, well, after that, we all thought that was going to be the end. But no, Raw's still not over, and more chaotic than last week, as Edge and Kofi looking to either retain or win the hardcore title here tonight on Edge. Well, Edge is looking to win the title respectively himself. And now he's doing a pretty good job of keeping Kofi down in the parking lot. Of course, this previous Friday on SmackDown, we saw Kofi attack Zack Ryder. Well, not really attack. It was actually Ryder that attacked Kofi. They had a conversation backstage. We didn't know what they were saying. But either way, Ryder, he cheap shotted Kofi. And then they just fought backstage, or in the parking lot, this same parking lot, for the hardcore title. And here tonight, it's happening once again. This time it's Edge and Kofi. Ryder is a part of Raw, so I'm not sure if he's going to join in on the fray or not. And Kofi once again is knocked out. And Edge, he wants to charge up the spear. You could tell he's looking for the spear. It's in his eyes. The look is in his eyes. He wants to hit the spear, but Kofi's not even getting up. And Edge, he's going to have to take advantage at this point. Edge realizes he can't just wait forever to do a spear because Kofi's getting more and more energy as we speak. And what the hell? Taking Kofi down, a flatliner basically. And yep, I'm pretty sure that's it. Edge is the new hardcore champion. What a chaotic Monday Night Raw. Well, it's finally over. Good night, everyone, from Dallas. Alright, here we go. Todd Grisham now backstage with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes' matchup is going to be against Finlay, of course, later on tonight after, well, the backlash of this, the previous Friday's SmackDown, the latest edition of SmackDown, I should say. Anyway, now, well, Cody getting his thoughts on Finlay, saying he could beat the man with a stick, and now going to take care of his weird troll son and just retire, right? Cody has some choice words for Finlay, some very choice words, short, sweet, and simple, just as Finlay's was earlier. Well, Finlay, well, Cody, he's eager to win this match here tonight. So Cody Rhodes, very eager to defeat Finlay here tonight. Definitely could be a big momentum booster for one of these two men. And well, that matchup will be tonight, and that will be our main event of Superstars. But first, we're going to take a recap to what happened in the latest edition of SmackDown.
And now, the SmackDown Rebound is brought to you by WWE Mobile. Check out WWE Mobile at m.wwe.com.
Came up short against Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental at the Bash. And now, well, here he goes, kicking off the night here. So, of course, Ziggler lost at the Bash. He put up one hell of a fight, if you ask me. Ziggler kicked off multiple Future Shock DDTs at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Ziggler still lost. And now Dolph here wants to admit that Sunday Drew was the better man to him. He got the better of Ziggler, and he has the Intercontinental around his waist to prove it. And now at the end of the day, well, Ziggler is admitting that Drew was better than him. And now Ziggler gonna immediately walk out. Well, that was quick. Ziggler seems insanely, just seems, well, never mind. This is a weird side of Ziggler. Sentimental, and well, there we go. And now Ziggler making another statement here. The best on the mic and the best in that ring, and he refused to let one loss bring him down. At the best, Drew did beat him, but it took a whole lot to actually bring him down, as I did mention. At the end of the day, Ziggler still walked out of the arena. Ziggler, this is a different side of him. He's usually fired up here, but well, I don't know. It's just something different about Ziggler here. And now, while Ziggler no longer has a rematch clause, he wants a rematch against McIntyre for the Intercontinental at Night of Champions. How prestigious can McIntyre continue to make that Intercontinental title, and well, how longer can McIntyre stay the very best here on SmackDown? Ziggler really is fired up here to kick things off here at night on SmackDown. And now when he stepped to the ring with 100% fully ready, fully fired up, Dolph Ziggler. He wants this rematch. Will it happen? As now Ziggler exits the ring. The crowd, we're all shocked here. Weird way to kick us off on SmackDown. Ziggler wants this rematch for the Intercontinental. He no longer has a rematch clause. So we shall see what the anonymous SmackDown GM does about that. But anyway, as I did say earlier on, and now rebounded into a power slam. Nicely done on the part of the Intercontinental Champion. Definitely gotta thank Dolph Ziggler. Is watching backstage. Like I said, Ziggler, weird. There's just something off about him in that opening segment to kick us off here tonight on SmackDown. There was something off about it. But nevertheless, as we continue on with the action here, RVD misses the kick. McIntyre now misses the punch here. So far, it's been pretty even in this matchup. But now here we go, the STO. I think that's an STO, whatever. Saw this plenty of times at the Bash by McIntyre to Ziggler. Took many of these and the Future Shocks to keep Ziggler down. How many of these will it take to keep RVD down is the question. We shall see. The first one of the matchup, maybe the last, as is on 2, and it's a 3 count. The Future Shock DDT proves once again to be completely devastating. McIntyre, major victory against Rob Van Dam here tonight. The Intercontinental Champion Drew McIntyre wins this non-title contest, so RVD, he's not going to get an Intercontinental shot anytime soon. As now what's this? And well, we saw him earlier on to kick off the night. Dolph Ziggler here, staring down Drew McIntyre. He wants McIntyre to accept the challenge. Well, maybe later on tonight we shall hear from McIntyre. Maybe in the next couple of weeks before Night of Champions. I have no idea. But so far it's up in the air on who's going to face Drew for the Intercontinental in the future. By Fox, and now Hazard here taking her down. Reverse DDT, or like Dragon Sleeper Flatliner, not really too sure. And we're now into the ropes. Goes Maurice, and now Fox has her lariat, taking her down. Grabbed her wrist, took her down. And now Fox here has her once again snapmare, and now chinlock here applied, and Maurice looking to wear her down here. Fox wants Maurice to tap out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to take more than that to keep Maurice down. And now Maurice fine out of it. Couple of headbutts right to the mouth. And now Collar now with tie up. Who's going to win this exchange is going to be the women's champion. And now Maurice has her now snapmare of her own. And now a chinlock of her own by Maurice to Alicia Fox. A taste of her own medicine here. And now Fox, she's struggling. She's struggling to get out this. Maurice has a lot of pressure applied to it, and Fox is going to tap out. She can't handle no more. Maurice with a victory right here on SmackDown. Well, quick matchup right there. Not gonna lie, there are some points in the matchup where I thought Fox could have actually won. Fox had chinlock on Maurice. Maurice, would get out of it. Snapmare, chinlock of her own. And Maurice, with the victory, the women's champion. Not really a dominant performance. A dominant victory towards the end, but midway through the matchup, if you ask me, I feel like Fox had majority of momentum going into it, as she did deliver more devastating maneuvers compared to Maryse. But at the end of the day, Maryse gets the victory, the women's champion, with a right to celebrate here tonight. As now Maryse grabs her women's title, and now she's going to grab a mic here, ladies and gentlemen. Maryse has something to say. Big victory for her. First victory after becoming women's champion. As now, well, see what she has to say. As see right there, major victory for her once again. At the bash, she did defeat Beth Phoenix, and now proved to us why she is the better female competitor. And now just listen off. Well, she does have one insane ego, as now Beth Phoenix here interrupted Maryse. Maryse bragging about her own self, and now Beth, I don't think she's too happy about that. Well, Mike up for her own, admitting that at the bash Maryse did defeat her. She won, however, via a roll-up. And now she did catch her off guard, but now Beth Phoenix announcing her rematch clause, and Maryse in the ring. She doesn't want to do it, as now Beth walking away short but simple right there. Beth Phoenix is going to cash in her rematch clause against Maryse at Night of Champions. So there we go. Definitely win it first. No offense to Dale Smith, he is an amazing athlete as well, but Tyson Kidd, there's just something better about him compared to D.H. Smith. I see right there, Miz, devastating knee right there. And now the Miz here off the ropes goes Tyson Kidd. Miz ducks underneath, and now misses what he was going for. Tyson Kidd just too fast for him, and Miz, he's just been having a vicious streak throughout this matchup. He was extremely happy after attacking Jericho after Jericho's matchup against Primo on Superstars. And now Miz here. And what we saw that on Superstars, the neck breaker. And now David Smith run down to ring and help out his tag team partner here. And Miz, he's going to try to wrap this one up. The skull crushing finale before David Smith could even distract the ref. And now the referee hasn't even noticed David Smith. I have no idea. David Smith, was he too late? Yes, he was. The Miz with the 3 count against Tyson Kidd. The skull crushing finale, of course, being done after the Tilt-A-Whirl neckbreaker. The Miz will have victory here tonight on SmackDown. David Smith not able to save his tag team partner in time. Wasn't sure if he was going to distract the ref, distract Miz, distract both. I have no idea. Bottom 9. Well, Miz will have victory. David Smith wasn't able to get there in time. The Miz major victory. What will happen on Raw when Chris Jericho responds to the Miz's attack on Superstars? We shall see. That definitely should be interesting. So now we need to go backstage. Todd Grisham, he's going to interview Matt Hardy about Matt's matchup. As here we go. Of course, tonight, Matt Hardy, Undertaker 1-on-1. The World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. And well, there you go. Matt Hardy, he's been climbing to the top of the ranks on SmackDown by defeating CM Punk on 2 occasions, of course. And well, that was leading to Punk's matchup at the Bash. Due to Matt Hardy defeating Punk, who was #1 contender heading into the Bash. That is why Matt Hardy has been given this title match. Because I was taking him down, kick right to the face. And now Styles here, doing pretty well for himself against the former Easter champion, against the veteran Christian. Christian definitely has been impressed by the performance of Styles in this matchup so far. Of course, Styles did attack Christian before the match, which I believe so far here tonight on SmackDown, that's what happened in every matchup. And now Tilt-A-Whirl DDT right there. The amazing moveset of the self-proclaimed phenomenal one coming into play here. And now sidewalk backbreaker, taking down Captain Charisma. Styles really is impressing everyone here. And now springboard and DDT. So fluent, so smooth right there on the part of AJ Styles. It's completely amazing. And now here we go. Wearing down the calf crusher. Only a couple seconds, but it was effective. And now AJ Styles here looking to close out this matchup here. The Styles clash, and it connects. Rolling. Christian through 2 and 3. Dominant. Completely dominant. AJ Styles, big time victory over the former ECW champion Christian. Imagine if that was to happen on ECW. If ECW was still a brand, then that would have definitely led to Styles getting future ECW title opportunity in the first place. But now it's the hardcore title, so now anyone could state their claim for it, which kind of makes it easier to win the title, to be fair. But yeah, there you go. AJ Styles, major victory for him. His first matchup here on SmackDown, and it's a big one over Christian. Taunting away questionable actions by him, to be fair, by attacking Christian earlier on in the matchup. But hey, everyone's done. McIntyre did it to RVD. Maurice did it to Alicia Fox. Styles did it to Christian. And Miz did it to Tyson Kidd. And they all won. So there you go. It's now going backstage here. Speaking of the hardcore title, Kofi Kingston and Zack Ryder here talking backstage. Have no audio on them. No audio being picked up here, but Kofi and Ryder talking. Well, this should be weird. Eventually, I would like to think Kofi will be attacking Ryder. And now, Kofi walking away here. This is weird. Now, what? Zack Ryder eventually attacking Kofi. Ryder taunting away at Ryder. Ryder taunting away at Kofi. The hardcore champion attacking Kofi Kingston. And now Kofi, he's getting back up here, and they're starting to brawl. And now, let's see right there, Ryder taking him down. DDT. I guess Kofi was talking to Ryder about something. I don't know, I guess he was talking about a title match, because we could have title matches for the hardcore title. Well, in the ring, at least. It doesn't have to always be backstage brawls or brawls in the ring. It could be an official matchup in that ring as a hardcore match. But, well, this is weird here. Have no idea what Kofi and Ryder was talking about, but I just know that Ryder probably didn't like it too much, attacking Kofi after the confrontation with the Hardcore Championship belt. And now hitting him with the fire extinguisher, and now the garbage can. As here in the parking lot, in the back of the arena here on SmackDown, I see their monkey flip right there by Kofi. So now it's an official hardcore title 24/7 rule right here. Anyone could challenge at any place at any time. Parking lot, in that ring, as we saw on Raw. It could be backstage. It could be anywhere. It could even be at Zack Ryder's house. If someone wants to be that crazy and that hungry for the hardcore title, it could actually be at Ryder's house. That even if Ryder could actually retain the title here tonight, because Kofi now, he could be a new hardcore champion. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, because Kofi, he's hurt. Got hit with the fire extinguisher, got hit with the garbage can on Ryder, which is using every weapon to his advantage. Now rake in the back shortly after. And now once again, second one, Ryder. Those nails right there. Going into play, a fourth rake at the back here. Kofi now, a fifth one, never mind. Getting sent into the car. This is a very dangerous environment for these two. Probably one of the most dangerous ones it could be for a hardcore title match. And when now Kofi taking him down with the forearm. And now Kofi Kingston now, the garbage can, and he's going to use it to his advantage. Giving Ryder a taste of his own medicine here, and not using the garbage can once again. Kofi looking to win the hardcore championship here tonight. In order to do that, he's going to have to be extreme. Kofi did not get drafted already. Stood here on SmackDown. Had a couple of tag team matches with not Tyson Kidd, with JGG. And of course had a mini rivalry with Vince Archer. And well, of course JGG aligned himself with John Cena, along with Ezekiel Jackson and Shad. So there you go. And when now Kofi, well, JGG is now basically over on Raw now, along with Jackson and Shad. And when now see that forearm, not forearm, strike, a fist drop basically. Don't know why I didn't know that. And now here we go, side Russian leg sweep, and I think Ryder's out cold. The back of his head just hitting the concrete right there. And now we have to cut away now. Ryder, he's out cold, and now Kofi grabbing the hardcore title from the floor right next to the car, and Kofi, he's walking back to the arena. Kofi, I guess now he's the hardcore champion. But I don't even think Taker knew it was coming. Taker just simply got up. Not even sure if Taker, to be fair, dodged it on purpose. Bottom line, didn't work out too well for Matt Hardy. Trying to inspect with a couple strikes here. Has the arm of Taker now. Wrenches it down. The World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker, looking to retain the title here tonight. Obviously gets taken down for his troubles. What a major strike right there by Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy did say in that interview, the backstage interview with Todd Grisham, Matt Hardy will not die. And well, will that be true here tonight? Can Matt Hardy be a World Heavyweight Champion? Of course, a former EastW champion. And he's basically held every other title in the WWE. Besides, well, the two major ones, the WWE and the World Heavyweight. And now Taker has an electric chair drop, taking down Matt Hardy. And Matt, this could actually be his final moments in this matchup here, because Taker Well, he had him where he wanted him, but Matt's still trying to fight back here. But a very educated hands of Taker. Those just vicious strikes. And now has him here. Matt with the rope break though, Taker once again letting go. And now into a pinfall here. Once again a rope break, I was about to say. Because at this point Matt could actually be worn down enough in which where maybe Taker could have him for at least a very close 2 count. Close on right there, but Matt Hart taking off the head of the Undertaker. Nicely done by Matt. He's going to have to keep Taker grounded here. Needs to make sure Taker is not able to connect with those strikes, especially because those strikes could lead to a chokeslam, or a tombstone, or an old school, or a snake eyes, or a last ride. And now, one of those reasons why Matt's going to have to keep Taker down is because Taker could easily spring up out of nowhere like that. One uppercut stuns Matt long enough, and there we go, the tombstone power driver. Exactly what I was saying. Matt had to keep Taker down. But the dead man, he's prevailed here tonight. Yes, he has. The 3 count. Matt actually kicked out after 3. But Taker, it doesn't matter. Taker retains the world title. And now it's this. What the hell, Punk? Punk now. Was he in the crowd? Punk was backstage now. Taker has the world title around his waist now. And now both Punk and Taker exchanging blows here at the ramp. I didn't notice, but CM Punk somehow just went backstage while he was in the crowd. During the match, I would assume. Taker, caught off guard. We all thought Punk was in the crowd. Punk just came from the ramp now, and these 2 men brawling. We saw this with Ryder and Primo on Raw. This is not going to end up being too pretty. And oh no, come on, Taker, come on. Not this far. Just for this, and Taker the last ride. Taking down CM Punk. The Undertaker once again with a 1-up over the Stray Edge Savior. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time, main event time. Here tonight on WWE Superstars. Finlay and Cody Rhodes. This, of course, these 2 men are on SmackDown. Originally were on SmackDown. Then, of course, when ECW came back to the WWE, they went over to ECW. And, well, Finlay, he lost 2 matches there. Cody, I believe he's lost 1 match there. Cody and Finlay are both, I think, respectively 0-2. So there you go. Whoever wins this matchup will get their first victory here in yours mode. And that will be our Finlay or Cody Rhodes. And Finlay, well, he's here with his, well, quote-unquote, weird troll son, Hornswoggle, as Cody did call him that a couple minutes ago earlier on in the night. As Hornswoggle gets under the ring where he... Well, Hornswoggle does make a living under there. He does live under the ring. Sometimes he can make appearances, sometimes he cannot. I believe this is the first time we actually see Hornswoggle here in Newer's mode. So there you go, the debut of Hornswoggle, ladies and gentlemen. And now here we go, the Dashing One, the self-proclaimed Dashing One, Cody Rhodes. Main event Superstars here tonight. Definitely could be a big momentum booster. And, well, definitely don't think that Superstars is just a recap show. Well, yes, we have had some lengthy as hell recaps of both, well, 2 nights ago in Raw, and of course a couple days ago, this past Friday on SmackDown, we had the recaps. Of course, tomorrow night will be Friday Night SmackDown, so don't miss that. Should be some good action, hosted by the Blue Brand. Will it be as chaotic as Raw was a couple days ago? I highly doubt that. SmackDown could actually be, well, chaotic itself, but, you know, I don't think it's going to be as chaotic as Raw. Raw had a whole lot of stuff going for it 2 days ago, and, well, it was all over the place. So hopefully SmackDown could be a little bit more calmer. If I was a betting man, I would bet SmackDown would be a little bit more calmer, but it'll still be somewhat chaotic to see their Finlay. Well, here we go. Main event brought to you by SmackDown. Kick things off in the night with Divas action from Raw. Natalya, big victory over Gail Kim. Now here tonight, another big momentum matchup, maybe even bigger than that one, as Cody Rhodes and Finlay, who are wins, to actually get their first win here in Newer's mode. Both men are 0-2 heading into this matchup. One of these men will walk out here 1-2, and now Finlay, a couple strikes, saying he wants to beat some respect into Cody Rhodes. He thinks Cody has a lot of potential. He thought he could be a future World Heavyweight Champion. Cody could definitely be one. He just needs that victory. He needs the opportunity, and this one right here is a hell of an opportunity here tonight. Get a victory over a great veteran like Finlay, and then you definitely are able to establish yourself here in Newer's mode. And Finlay right there, humongous strike. And, well, as much as I hate to say this about Finlay, as much as I respect Finlay, as much as how much a great wrestler Finlay is, I have to admit now, As he gets older, it's going to be a little more difficult to keep up with these younger guys, these younger talents, such as Cody Rhodes, when Rhodes has the speed advantage and other stuff, maybe even strength at some points. And now Cody here, off the ropes he goes, and a crossbody. Nicely done on the part of Cody Rhodes right there, the self-proclaimed dashing one. And well, maybe he could end up having a quote-unquote dashing victory here tonight. Well, anyway, of course, Finlay, a veteran, which equals he has more experience than Cody, but I just think that Cody is actually will actually have the upper hand in this matchup. Finlay is getting a little bit more older. He's gonna get a little bit more slower as time progresses. Just what happens. Although Finlay is still one tough son of a gun, and he's gonna bring an amazing fight to Cody Rhodes here tonight. Definitely gotta believe that. As we now go back into this contest here, Finlay, nice kick right there, and now has him a body slam. Working on the arm right there. Just going to slam Cody down onto his arm. Nicely done on part of Finlay. His son Hornswoggle under the ring. Definitely is going to come out if Finlay does need help. Or maybe not. We don't know. But we shall see if Hornswoggle makes another appearance. Definitely should be entertaining if he does. And right now Cody going to send Finlay off the ropes. Hip toss right there. Amazing technique from the young rookie Cody Rhodes. And now here just going to punch the head. The top of the dome. Trying to make Finlay dazed here. Did a pretty good job at it. Finlay slowly get to his feet for a while though. And now Cody I don't really think he actually knew what he was going to do. Just let Finlay, or at least baited Finlay. I don't really know. But bottom line, Cody looked like he was going to mess up there. But no. He rebounds. Well, of course, the Bulldog and now an elbow. And now Finlay is dazed. And Cody Rhodes here. Elbow. Side Russian leg sweep right here. The rookie Cody Rhodes with one hell of a performance against Finlay here tonight. One additional superstars has indeed been a great victory for the Divas champion, Natalya. And of course, we had a recap of a very chaotic episode of Raw. And of course, we had a recap of a couple nights ago for the latest edition of SmackDown, where we had a whole lot of interesting stuff going for it. And well, can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow, Friday night, on SmackDown. Shall see the outcome of the Taker and Punk thing. That rivalry seems never ending at this point on Cody. Once again, across by, both heads colliding with each other. Nasty landing for both men. And both Cody and Finlay almost at the same time getting up. So Cody hurt himself a lot in that one right there. And now Alabama Slam. Learning that one from his former tag team partner, Hardcore Holly. Hardcore Holly, of course, another great veteran such as Finlay. So Cody, he learned from some of the best. One of those being Hardcore. And now, Hardcore Bob Holly, where you want to come. And when now Cody here has Finlay where he wants him. Nice strike right there. And Finlay to the outside he goes. Cody Rhodes now with the upper hand. Here's been ruling majority of this matchup. Maybe the beginning was Finlay, but now majority of it ever since then has been mostly Cody at this point. And now Cody gets a strike to connect and now can send Finlay back inside the ring. Cody Rhodes now going to use this to his advantage, using the ring apron to his advantage with the elbow. Had Finlay placed on the ring apron, used it to his advantage right there. And now Finlay taunted away. He wants more of Cody. He wants Cody to bring him more of what he is at this point. I think Finlay is really enjoying this fight. He does love to fight. Even though he's losing this, you could tell Finlay's probably enjoying this. Not to say he's a masochist, but just to say that he's actually being impressed by Cody Rhodes here. Although he did say he's going to try to beat some respect into Cody. So Cody, not the most respectful of people here in Eurosmelt, but so far, no cheap tactics have been used by Cody Rhodes against Finlay so far. But if Finlay is to win this matchup here tonight, big momentum for him. Maybe if Finlay could be, if he could hold another title in Eurosmelt before he decides to put up the boots. That could definitely happen, and it could all start with a victory over Cody Rhodes. And well, an almost similar thing could happen with Cody Rhodes. If he defeats Finlay, then, you know, maybe future title opportunity. Just one thing, not the hanging of the boots. But yeah. Anyway, now here, Cody has Finlay up back suplex. Finlay is going to be proud of that one. Once again, an amazing technique. And now knee drop shortly after. These basic but simple wrestling maneuvers, such as a knee drop, such as a back suplex, definitely I think is impressing Finlay. And also this, the Crossroads. Finlay's probably never been hit with that one before. The Crossroads by Cody Rhodes sends Finlay into the center of the ring. Can this be it? It's a 2, and it's a 3. Cody Rhodes, the victory here tonight. Major victory. What a matchup on Superstars. Wasn't the longest of matches, but it was a pretty damn good one. Cody Rhodes ruled majority of it. Finlay had some good momentum going into it in the beginning, But at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes defeats Finlay. Major victory for the self-proclaimed Dashin' Cody Rhodes. The Dashin' won with a victory over the veteran Finlay. Hornswoggle nowhere to be seen. Then Finlay, he has to be impressed by Cody Rhodes. No cheap tactics were used in this matchup. So, definitely gotta think Finlay is impressed by young rookie Cody Rhodes. There you go. We're out of time, folks. That's it for WWE Superstars. We'll catch you tomorrow night for Friday Night SmackDown. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.